Hello, darlings, and welcome to Digimon Ghost Game. This is the podcast where we will never have a trivia segment because that sounds like too much work for me. I'm Emery. My pronouns are they, she, he.
My pronouns my name is Morg. Don't forget that. And my pronouns are they, he. I would only be good at trivia if it was, like, really specific, like, stupid, competitive Pokemon trivia, so it's fine.
And I'm Elvire. My pronouns are they, she, he, and, the trivia you can ask me about is my friend's OCs. I know a lot about my friend's OCs. I would win any trivia quiz about them.
Hell yeah.
Hey, go to our Discord channel, check out the OC Zone. We've got some incredible shit there.
We sure do.
This is the trivia episode. This episode said, what if trivia scary?
Trivia is scary.
Trivia is extremely scary. Anytime someone takes out those quiz cards, I'm like, oh no, either I'm gonna come out of this as the weird one who has very specific knowledge about weird things, or the stupid one who doesn't know basic geography.
Oh yeah, there's really no winning in a game of trivia.
There's not.
No matter who wins, you all lose.
So true.
We should ban that game. It's against the Geneva Convention.
I don't know why, but I knew you were going to say Geneva Convention. I was like, they're about to say Geneva Convention.
Yeah, I was thinking really hard because I have a tendency to say Vienna Convention for some reason.
Oh. Whatever. One of those European countries. Who cares?
Yeah, listen. The only way to know what the Geneva Convention is to have knowledge of it, and as we're establishing right now, having knowledge of things is bad.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, worst case scenario, you shouldn't know things.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that knowledge? By studying? I don't believe it.
No thoughts had empty.
I don't know where any of my knowledge comes from. I just know things. If I ever remember a thing, I will never remember the source from which I learned it.
You just know things? That's sketchy.
Yeah. I'm just over here like, I think I know a thing. I could not confirm or deny it, however. It's in my head. I don't know how it got there.
Walking into college with a t-shirt, don't ask me about my sources.
Exactly.
Man, if you had like talked to me like a decade ago, I would have been like, yeah, I know things. My name on like stuff online used to be Sleepy Scholar because I was like, I'm sleepy and in college, and now I'm like, I don't know shit. It's gonna haunt you, I guess.
But I do know.
Speaking of haunting spooky ghosts that also know things.
This
episode starts with like Kyoshiro, visiting a shrine with some other students, and he is on his tour guide bullshit. He knows every fact about this shrine. He is letting everyone know, and everyone's like, damn, you know so many things, Kyoshiro. That's super neat.
King of knowledge.
I think it's fun. I think it's super cute that they let him be a tour guide because he knows so much about it. Because why does Kyoshiro know so much about this specific shrine?
I wonder.
Could it be
possibly be because it's in one of his hyperfixation anime?
Yeah, I was like, it's not a science reason, that's for damn sure. So it's his other interests.
It's words. I didn't write down the name of the anime, but I wrote Fox Sama anime.
Yeah. It's like Okitsune-sama.
Okitsune-sama.
The subtitle translated it. But yeah, he knows his shit, and then there's like someone's watching him as he's being called the king of knowledge or whatever. The king of knowing things. Instead of the king of games.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, then he's like back in his dorm room, you know, talking to Hiro and Gamamon and Espimon, and he gives Gamamon a box of souvenir chocolate because of course, that's adorable. I love that for him.
Yeah, he got fun chocolates for Gamamon, and, Gamamon seemed like very subdued compared to how he usually is about chocolates, but he was still like excited, you know?
So yeah, so we get some like very quick like just cuts between scenes in this episode, which is like creates sort of like a very disorienting effect, which sort of goes hand in hand with like, you know, Kyoshiro having all these gaps in his memory by like later in the episode. So I just thought that was like a nice little thing to sort of like, you know, like set the mood and sort of, you know, put the audience in it. So we get a very abrupt cut just to like, you know, later that night. It's like still in the, you know, same, you know, still in Kyoshiro's dorm room, but it's just like a different time and it's only Kyoshiro and Jellymon there. So it's like, oh wait, we're in a different scene now? Hold on, what?
Okay, I thought I missed something, and I'm like, wait, no, I think it just cuts to Jellymon leaving.
Yeah. And that is where Jellymon leaves, and she's got like a scroll case, you know, slung across her shoulder, and it's like, that probably won't come back at any time later in the episode. So
I'm sure this won't be well.
So she leaves, and then, you know, Kyoshiro gets kidnapped by a ghost, as you do.
Yeah, there's just like a ghost lady that comes into his room, and he's like, oh, shot! And he like starts yelling, but she like makes it...
Yeah, she's like, I'm...
I was just saying she makes it so he can't scream, you know? Because she's like, it's late. You can't be screaming this late at night, man.
Yeah, Kyoshiro, like, literally got up out of bed to, you know, because he, like, heard a noise and was like, damn, you can't be making noise this late at night. I gotta go scold someone.
But then he was about to.
Exactly.
Yeah. And this ghost is like, the master has asked me to pick you up. And he's like, no. I don't know, no, master. I don't have to be picked up. You can leave now. I think it's very brave that he made an attempt to say no.
Mm-hmm. But he gets dragged along, like, something making his feet, like, go in that direction. And they, like, end up back near, like, the shrine area that he was being stalked at. And,
yeah, and this ghost, this just looks like a regular person. It, you know, she doesn't even have, like, the usual hologram artifacts. Like,
yeah,
this doesn't look like a Digimon ghost.
Yeah, very weird.
Mm-hmm. But surely this story won't have actual ghosts.
No,
in it.
Definitely not. We definitely haven't seen an episode where Hiro gets possessed by a literal actual ghost.
No, that'd be weird.
Fuck. There's precedent.
But it's a book. As a sort of reverse library episode, the book has lent out to human.
Yes, borrowed a human. The book is like,
I want to have a game show.
Damn, episode. It is kind of a game show episode. It's quiz time, baby. But so the book's like, I have all this knowledge, but you're called like the king of knowledge, so I'm gonna fucking destroy you with facts and logic.
Yeah, and then the book makes galaxy brains appear for real.
Yeah.
Like, they both get these, like, these big, like, sort of like holographic orbs above their head with sort of like swirly, cybery looking effects, and it's like each of these orbs represents the sum total of our knowledge, and as you can see, mine is much bigger than yours.
I work out at the library, you motherfucker. He does like compliment Kirsch, like the book compliments Kirishiro, is like, wow, you have a lot for a human. The book also knows like a fuck ton about Kirishiro. Like he knows when he graduated college and got a doctorate and all that.
Yeah, it mentions that Kiyoshiro has a doctorate now.
Yeah, that's
computer science.
That's like a newer development. Jeez.
Let this kid just be a child, please.
No, he must suffer through knowing things.
Yeah, because the god of academics, the self-proclaimed god of academics, wants to play a Yami no Game.
Yeah, pretty much.
He wants to play shadow game.
Like Season 0 shadow games, so none of that like Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game stuff. No, we're doing a trivia show, and what's on the line is your knowledge, but also your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kiyoshiro absolutely gets hustled just because, like, the book, starts him off with an easy one that, he's gonna get no matter what. It's like, define quantum physics. Like, obviously, Kiyoshiro knows what that is. But then, like, Kiyoshiro asks his question. He's, they sort of go back and forth, and Kiyoshiro asks his question. He's like, all right, this is a question that's been in my field of research for a long time. It only got answered just recently. It is, like, right there on the forefront, so there's no way you would know it. And then it just cuts away to him in bed. Like, oh, contest over?
Yeah, we don't know, like, who answered what, or, like, what happened here, but he's just, like, sleeping in his bed, he wakes up, he's like, shit, was that a dream?
But, like, as we're about to see over the course of the episode, it kind of seems like Kiyoshiro doesn't get any of them right after that first one.
You would think that, having spent so much time in Jellymon, he would know what a hustle is.
For real!
Oh, absolutely, for sure.
God. But no, he got clowned all this episode.
He gets a gambling addiction with knowledge.
So he actually he gets this gambling addiction because he like goes to work and they're like trying to solve something on the computer or something.
Yeah, he is doing some programming on the biggest screen imaginable while like 5 of his bosses are watching.
So much pressure.
5 of them.
But they're all like, oh man, this is gonna be tough even for Kirishiro. Except he, like, suddenly is just like, wait, and his hands, like, do a thing without him, like, really realizing what was going on, and he's like, I solved it, I guess.
Yeah, he fucking remembers some forbidden knowledge that he must have gained during last night, so he's like, oh damn, this whips.
He's like, man,
I have forbidden knowledge now.
He didn't, like, realize, like, he didn't feel any different when he had gotten the knowledge in the first place, but he is different. He got his knowledge. He got big bold letters that say success on the computer screen.
Yeah, he fucking does the typing on the keyboard, and then the screen just says success in big letters. Like, damn, you think he solved it?
I wish my computer would every once in a while just say success to
He's
me.
like, oh, I've been validated? Oh, my
Congratulations.
my bad decisions have been validated. I gotta continue.
Yeah, you fucking compile some code and your computer is like, congratulations on the W, King.
You drop this, King. And by this, I mean this big ball of glowing knowledge that you have. You dropped it all. You have nothing left. But he got that, right? And he's like, it's like nighttime again. Like, I think it cuts right to just being nighttime again after that. I don't think we get any of his, like, oh, he has effects from this until a bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like he doesn't even have memory of like the first competition. He's like, wow, what a funny dream. And then I knew things at work. Wow, wild. And then another ghost shows up and he's like, ah, damn it.
Oh, it was real. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes, but now he's had a taste and he wants more.
He doesn't need to be dragged this time.
It's a different ghost this time, so I have in my notes, another night, another ghost kidnapping you to get your brain removed.
When will the ghost show up for me then?
Please, ghost.
Yeah, please, I want to be head empty.
Having thoughts was the worst mistake I've ever made.
Please shove my brain through my nose like they did in Egypt. Thank you. Ancient Egypt.
I'm glad that you had to clarify.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to be like, well, they do it now. Like, no. Pretty sure that's not a thing. Unless.
That's only from mummy times. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
There could be, hey, man, there could be like, I wouldn't be surprised if like some. Not in Egypt, but like...
There's always some rich dude.
Yeah, some rich dude.
Ooh, they should do that for me when I die.
Yeah, exactly. Like Elon Musk pulling that shit, for sure.
And he should pull that shit right now.
You gotta preserve his brain or whatever, 'cause, I don't know.
Yeah, before his head damages it.
Hey Elon, the hot new trend is preserving all your organs in separate jars.
Do it.
It's what all the cool kids are doing.
Do it. Unfortunately, Kyosho also says, yes, I will do this thing.
I will do this thing. I will keep coming back for more, because I'm addicted to success and knowledge.
Yeah, he wants that forbidden knowledge, and he wants to prove that he's king of trivia. But he is just like actively getting hustled, as we're about to see.
Don't call it trivia to the book, or he'll fucking kick your ass.
Yeah, right now it's valid knowledge.
And also like when they do the fucking trivia battle, we get some fucking visual metaphors going on. Like they don't actually ask any questions. We just see them staring very intensely at each other, and then like Kyoshiro gets a backdrop of like a cool Eastern dragon, but then the fucking book counters with by having a backdrop of like a big ass tiger and there's like fire and water crashing into each other.
This is like,
it's so good.
This is absolutely what people on Twitter think their fights are like.
Yeah.
They absolutely are picturing themselves as like a tiger and a dragon.
God. We could gaslight Twitter with this screenshot.
Yeah, this is every Redditor when they make a correction to your post.
I hate that. It's true. Oh god, that's exactly what that's like. They also call themselves the gods of academics because they know.
But we see Kirishiro the next day, or maybe the next few days. It's unclear how long it's been. But something's happening where he's, he ran into someone he don't know. And he's supposed to know everyone.
He says, "Whomst the fuck is this Riku of whom you speak, and why is he in my dorm?"
Who's this fuck?
In my dorm? How dare he not introduce himself to me, the king of academics?
It'd be great if he did keep calling himself that through the whole episode. He does not.
He was Kageyama before he met Hinata. That's what his personality reverted to when he started forgetting people.
You know, it's true. Kyoshiro in this state would never, throw a toss that a teammate could hit.
No, he would not.
He would simply send it to the ideal position on the court and demand that everyone else catch up with it.
God.
Oh my god.
But Hiro comes up and is like, Kiroshiro's like, back me up, Hiro. Like, this guy has never shown up in our dorm before, right? And Hiro's like, he's been here for like a year. What are you talking about? This is someone we've had to deal with, man. And
he's dealt with this furry problem. What are you talking about, Kyoshiro?
Yeah, we've already had 2 episodes where he's been a featured, side character. It's not as if he's some extra who they just drew like a week ago.
Yeah, it's not like it's Kotaro who we would voluntarily forget.
Remember when he had the big titty furry girlfriend?
How could you forget?
And Kyoshiro's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
God, please. Please let him remember the big titty furry girlfriend, but not Rika, or whatever his fucking name is. That would be so funny. He's like, yeah, I don't know. This tiger lady just smushed her boobs on some kid that I don't know.
Oh my god. We get a flashback to him losing every single question.
He's so mad though, because he seems to look down at something, and he's like, "Oh, your name is here." Well, someone,
right? Yeah, he doesn't believe the schedules and stuff.
Someone obviously edited it.
Yeah, because he's fucking gaming. He's in his virtual reality headset, and Hiro comes into the dorm and is like, "Hey, it's your turn to clean. Look at this schedule." And Kyoshiro gets very gamer mad at him. He's like, "Can't you see that I'm gaming? This schedule is obviously a fabrication. I would have remembered to clean my own dorm."
He's like, "You don't get to gaslight me in my own dorm."
I would have remembered if I had scheduled this. How dare you? I'm the dorm leader. You're nothing.
And also, as we're getting all these scenes, we're seeing Kyoshi, the dark spots under his eyes getting progressively worse and worse. So this boy's not sleeping, and he's having his brain completely emptied of all facts and knowledge.
Yeah, he's not sleeping because he has to go back every fucking night to lose.
Oh, Bob, those are my ears.
He's losing. But so he meets up with Hiro and Ruli and their Digimon, and he's like, "Who's this girl?" It's like, hello? You don't know me? I'm Ruli. I call you Higachi, and he's like, "How dare you call me Higachi, you fuck? Yeah. That's so rude. You just met me. Hello?"
Also, Kyoshiro asks if this is Hiro's girlfriend, and they're both like, no, absolutely not. We're sinking this ship right now.
They're like, "No, Ruli's already taken, okay?
Yeah.
We're good."
He's also like, what the fuck is this big rabbit thing?
He's so scared by
he does a jump scare.
I'm like, how did you not notice him hanging out there before, you dumb bitch? And I'm like, oh, you are becoming... Okay. No, that makes sense. He's becoming...
He looks worse for wear. He's got them eye bags.
He's very tired. He's very tired and he's losing memories. Pretty good. Pretty good for your mental health. It's fine.
Yeah, that's great for your mental health. I'm sure he's in a great, mentally stable place.
He's so mentally stable, in fact, that next time we see him, he's just like in a big crowd of students at the dorm, just yelling at everyone to get out of here because clearly they're not real students. He would remember them.
Yeah.
Kirishiro, what? Why is it like sudden? I would be like scared, but no, he's just angry about it. I guess that is a reaction of being scared too, but I would just be like, who are you people? And he's like, fuck you, get out of my door.
He's in extreme denial.
Yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe in majority. He's not a sheeple.
He's like, there's no way I could be losing these nightly trivia matches and having gaps in my memory because of it. It simply seems to be the case that everyone in the world is gaslighting me now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being gaslit by literally everyone. He also doesn't recognize Hiro anymore. Or Galamon! And he's like, get this fucking AI thing out of here. And it's like, that's Galamon.
That's your friend. He's a little baby.
You gave him chocolate earlier. You watch him. You babysit him, like, so much, man. It's so tragic.
And you know who the fuck else he doesn't recognize? Jellymon.
He sure doesn't remember Jellymon. He doesn't know.
He doesn't remember being bullied.
Oh,
That's why his personality has gotten so bad.
He's like, he's like, there's a monster in my room. And like, it's not even like when he first met her either. He's like mad about it instead of being like, oh god, there's a ghost in my room or whatever. He's like so pissed about everything.
This is what no jelly does to a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Some people just become better if they're bullied a little bit. just a teensy bit of bullying.
Jellymon is heartbroken. She's like, what is going on with my darling? Please.
Yeah. And then later when they decide to like check it out, because like, we've seen Kyoshiro move around at night, or he's not in his room at night, so they do a little sneak, and Jellymon says the sentence, oh, so that's who he's cheating on me with.
She sure does use the word cheating on me.
Yeah, Kyoshiro, like, walks off with a literal ghost in the middle of the night, and Jellymon's like, oh, another woman?
It's just, I wanted to say, like, part of the reason they know Kirishiro, like, is leaving at night is because, like, Jellymon noticed, but also because, like, Hiro and Gamamon were, like, going to the bathroom. Like, poor Gamamon is just, like, he's like, I gotta pee in the middle of the night. We can't follow Kirishiro. I'm gonna fucking die.
How do people believe this is an AI? Honestly, how do people believe that?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's either believe that or just, like, a literal monster has just showed up and decided to live in your dorm.
Yeah,
and Hiro is a single mom who is raising his baby all by himself.
Just, the image of Jellymon, like, poking her head out of the fucking closet and saying, he's been cheating on me is just, like, iconic.
Yeah.
But they do all follow him, like, from above and stuff, from behind. And they watch him go and meet up with this fucking book.
And the book is like, haha, tonight I'm gonna take the rest of your knowledge. It'll be super fun. You're gonna love it. And then Jellymon is like, oh, fuck this book, and does a punch rush on it.
Yeah, she says, I beat up knowledge for fun.
Yeah, I like that she does not want to wait. She's like, no, don't fuck with him. That's me. That's my job.
Jellymon sees another nerd and instantly goes into attack mode.
Unfortunately for her, the book is not just a book.
Yeah. It's a fucking Balmon, who is the pre-evolution of Beelzebubon.
Oh.
So he's kind of got, like, a lot of Beelzebubon-esque, elements to his design. Same, like, general body shape. Same, face is also covered by a mask, but like a head wrap instead of the fucking cool mask Beelzebubon is wearing. He doesn't use it this episode, but I think Balmon also has a shotgun, one of Beelzebumon's shotguns, and also a sword.
You just casually have a shotgun. Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
He does kind of look like Beelzebubon. I didn't really clock that. He looks more raggedy.
Yeah, he do be wearing, like, these big robes instead of, like, Beelzebumon's, like, sexy leather daddy biker gear.
I also don't think of Beelzebubon as being a huge fucking nerd loser. I mean,
true,
at least not in the same way. Like, obviously he's a little bit of one, because Impmon's kind of a nerd loser, but...
I mean, Tamer's Beelzebubon is, like, confirmed himbo dumbass, so, like...
Yeah. This dude's a fucking nerd freak about it.
Yeah.
He's like, I know everything. This dude is nothing to me. Also, since you interrupted me, I'm going to, fuck with all of you now, and put you in my Yamino game. But Ruli makes a good point of being like, we're not here to actually seek knowledge. We're here to, like, get our friends' knowledge back, so how about we ask you questions instead?
And he foolishly says, sure, ask your questions. I will know the answer. And it's like, my man, do you think you know everything? Like,
he does.
Everything?
Yeah, for real.
He's an idiot.
He also, like, he thinks he knows everything that's important, and so he's gonna, like, own these children who obviously know everything that's important to them. So
like, Ruli gets up on the fucking bridge, where... the kind of like the landscape is like sort of shifting around them. It's kind of malleable, and so Ruli just like stands on a nice bridge to ask her question, and she's like, what restaurants should you go to if you want to take the best food photos for Instagram? And she's like, what the fuck? What kind of question is that? I don't know. And Ruli is like, go to ones with good lighting.
It's so cute. I laughed so hard.
It rules. Love that Ruli still has her photography hobby from, like, episode 11 or whatever. Also, Simbara and Goramon is just kind of like, just sort of like, leaning against the railing of the bridge, looking all cool while this question is happening. And I don't know, it's just like it looks very nice in frame. He's just there looking pretty, and I, for one, appreciate it.
Yeah, he looks like because the light like reflects off it, like kind of like the showing the like, oh, you should go to a restaurant with good lighting, and it's like, oh, there's good lighting on him. You look beautiful in the moonlight, Angoramon.
He does look
so
beautiful
true
in the moonlight.
I like. Also, we didn't mention this, but like all their heads have like orbs above them, and including Kirishiro, and his is like small and spinning a lot faster, and it's very dire.
Mm-hmm.
He is passed out on the ground, though, because Jellymon shocks him so that he doesn't ask any questions, because he will only ask questions that Bялmon knows the answer to.
Yeah, he doesn't understand how the game works.
No. But everyone else does.
It is funny that she's like, just no, opt out. We'll just end this boy for now.
He's like, I don't remember any of you. Why would I want you to help?
Reverse limit break.
Is it Hero that asks a question next when he's like,
Yeah. How do you what was it? How do you peel a potato if you forgot to bring a knife?
yeah, if you forget to bring a knife camping, and he uses a bottle cap, and I'm like, oh, does that work?
Remember that?
That's handy. And then you like to and then Balmon is like, what kind of question is that? And then Hero, with like the most determined look in his eyes, takes a potato and a bottle cap and like shows him how you can peel the skin off.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, he's right. Hey.
Yeah,
That's right.
It works. Can you tell him it's wrong? No, you can't.
Hero, why did you bring a potato to this trivia fight?
He's always prepared. I can only assume that whenever we see Hero, he has a potato in his pocket.
Listen. Sometimes you gotta make some emergency fries.
Yeah.
And Simba and Goromon like asks about something from a book, of course, but he doesn't know it because it's like I was like, wow, he doesn't think literature is real knowledge. Fuck you, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck off and die. But he didn't know.
Jellymon asks a question about shopping, like, oh, sometimes people buy 3 of the same thing, one for storage, one for use, or one for storage, one for display, and one for something else. And it's like explicit, Balmon says it's for lending, and he's like, damn, I guess Kyoshiro's knowledge was kind of useful.
Oh my god.
So he didn't know that before. He had to steal that from Kyoshiro.
Kyoshiro, what kind of knowledge is that? Who the fuck buys 3 of the same thing?
If you're rich, you buy 3 of the
Rich
same
people.
thing. Yeah.
Right, and Kyoshiro with his 20,000 jobs is of course a rich boy.
Oh, yeah, no. We learn about a big purchase that he made at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
So
I also just like assumed Jellymon would have told him this because she knows a lot about scamming money off of people. And so she knows like a lot of like what people are interested in buying. And she probably has tried to convince some rich person to buy 3 of something.
Yeah, she probably did.
yeah, you know what? That's true. That does make a lot of sense for a thing that Jellymon would know.
I was like, this is...
I like that.
This is Jellymon core.
I'm trying to... I didn't write down everyone's questions, so I don't know the others.
It was just Gamamon left, I think, because it was like... Gamamon is like... What do you...
We do get one from Espimon.
Oh, yeah!
What is it called when a spy leaves something for another spy in a secret location? And I think it doesn't actually give us the answer, but I think it's like a dead drop or something.
I believe you're right. I believe it's...
Yeah, he's watching Spy Family, that's confirmed.
Yeah.
And I just wrote down, oh my god, Gamamon, that's so cute, but I didn't write down what it was.
Gamamon is like, oh, sometimes chocolate gets all white and icky, and how do you make it taste better? And Balmon is like, I don't know. And Gamamon is like, get Hero to melt it down into new chocolate. And then it just like shows, like a bunch of scenes of like Hero and Gamamon making chocolate together. And it's like, oh, Hero is the sweetest big brother in the universe.
Balmon is pissed, though. He's like, this is not a question. This is trivia bullshit. Yeah. How dare you? This isn't even anything. Hello?
He's so pissed off. What a sore loser.
Yeah, he's the one who's gamer mad.
He's so mad. And I was thinking when I was watching this, I was like, oh man, I'd probably do something extremely lame, like ask about like default sets on overused Pokemon or something. He wouldn't know it though.
I'd show up and be like, this Genshin artifact that does this damage, is it DPS or support? And I don't even know the answer to that. I don't think the game itself knows the answer to that. And that's what I would do. I would use some weird-ass Genshin shit because that stuff doesn't make sense anyway.
Right, I would just be like, if you're running Corviknight offensively but still want it to take a hit, would you run it? How would you run it? And I would be like, you probably want to run it 252 special defense, 252 HP, because you want it to take hits, careful nature, you'd want it to have bulk up, roost, body press, and brave bird. and you would be good to go. And probably leftovers.
I would probably be like, hey, what effects do you want in your effects chain when you're editing audio for a podcast?
Yours is actually useful knowledge, though.
Yeah, which one do you put first in the chain? The EQ or the noise reduction?
He would hate us.
Obviously, noise reduction. You don't want to accidentally boost the gain on your room noise.
I'm taking notes.
But he does try to kill them all. Like, he's just like, this sucks. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, then he goes into fight mode. And you know, at this point Kyoshiro is
he remembers.
Is conscious again. Oh fuck, we totally forgot to mention that Kyoshiro is like, no, I want to do the trivia.
No, we
so
did say
Jellymon just fucking knocks him out.
Yeah, Elvira and I were talking about that, like...
Oh, yeah.
Like...
Because he wouldn't do trivia, he would do actual knowledge, and he would lose.
Yeah, he would lose, and we were like, oh, it's like a reverse, integer overflow, but he remembers now, so it's fine. He can actually evolve Jellymon. And he does his first warp evolution.
Yeah. We get Thetismon. And Thetismon punches Balmon a couple of times, and then is like, no, let's finish this trivia game for real. This one's for all the marbles. This one's for all of Kyoshiro's knowledge that you took.
This is all for Kyoshiro's marbles in his head. Give them back.
Yeah. So she's like, okay, this is a question about Kyoto, and Balmon is like, oh, I live in Kyoto. This should be easy as fuck. And Thetismon is like, how many shrine gates are at this particular shrine? And Balmon is like, easy, 503. And then Thetismon is like, wrong, loser. And Kyoshiro is like, haha, because we just fucking donated a new shrine gate.
I was like, this is kind of cheating, but I like the energy.
Cheating, but I love it.
It's a hustle, is the thing. Kyoshiro got hustled into this mess, and now Thetismon is hustling him out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they bought a gate, so there's 504 now.
And that's what the scroll at the beginning was for, because they have the scroll and it has like a stamp on it now, which I don't really know what that signifies, but I guess it means the donation went through.
Yeah. I guess, I know sometimes they use a stamp instead of an autograph. Maybe it's something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
He gets everything back, and he's like, oh, things are all better now, this has all been solved. Hey, what are those other two Digimon? Hey, what are those other two Digimon over there? What are they?
Also, we really gotta point out the fucking romantic lighting on the scene as Kyoshiro and Thetismon are just staring at each other.
Not only that,
they're dating.
They're literally
dating.
Like, they giggle at each other. This is like, there's like, I was like, what the fuck?
It's real fucking shoujo about it.
They're giggling in their shoujo bubbles. Like, there's no way at least one person ships this, if not multiple people ship this in the Digimon Ghost Game crew, okay?
This entire show they gotta have thought, hey, I want to ship these two characters, let's make an entire show about it. I can only assume that they are the main focus. Because he had sparkly eyes. It was amazing.
Yeah, for real.
Amazing to see. The only reason this is wholesome is because Kyosho is a child. And therefore it has to be wholesome by definition.
Mm-hmm. No, they're just canonically dating. Like, there's no way to deny it.
They're dating. Like, sorry. Like,
sorry about it.
Sorry if you're not into Digimon Human. It's hard to deny that they're kind of dating. Hello? Like,
yeah, Ghost Game said Digimon Human romance legal.
Yeah. Kind of fucked up, but legal.
No, it's beautiful. It's fine.
Relationship goals. God.
I no, I don't really want to date someone who's gonna like bully me unless maybe a little, but less than Jellymon bullies Kyoshiro.
It's a slippery slope. I assume I wouldn't know. I would never willingly get into a relationship.
I would never date.
I would. But yeah, it's just kind of like they're like, who are those other two? And Balmon like pulls out those like, what are they? They're like those sticker things,
like spell tags.
Yeah, spell tags, and like burns them up, and they just disappear. And it's like,
they do not just disappear.
The fucking ghosts turn into skeleton ghosts and then disappear.
Oh, they're just real.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just ghosts.
Ghost was like, hate that. Really hate that.
He's like, okay, I'm gonna go die now.
He willingly hung out with ghosts.
Yeah, man.
With real ghosts.
That's what you get for trying to... he's all like, this is what I get for trying to pursue knowledge in the easy way. And I'm like, most people would not be pursuing knowledge this way, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I would call this the easy way for anyone else.
If I could get my current degree that I'm trying... I am trying to get a degree. If I got the option, I don't know if I would say no.
Yeah, it's tempting. Listen, it's tempting.
I bet Kyoshiro is just like the kind of person who gets lost in a Wikipedia hole for like weeks on end.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
He has a ton of useless knowledge in his head, as well as probably useful ones as far as like computer shit goes, but like, it's just funny what like Balmon considers useful and what's not useful, because I'm like, I don't know, man, all that other stuff is like useful to them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and I think I forgot to mention the reason that Kyoshiro and Jellymon donated the shrine gate to the shrine is because it's a shrine that showed up in Okitsune-sama.
God.
They literally just made a huge donation to a shrine because it was from his anime.
Well, it also, in theory, maybe helped him with a big computer thing, even if there were consequences.
True.
But it was more the anime thing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the main motivation. God, Kyoshiro. Do you think they bought 3? Like, that they have 2 at home now?
2 gates at home.
Yeah.
You don't need another gate. There's one at home.
We have gates at home.
The gate's at home. It's like a baby gate. I don't even remember what does Balmon even do? Like,
he gives a whole speech, and then he says that he's gonna continue living in Kyoto and learn shit.
I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just like, damn, my pursuit of knowledge, was ultimately kind of fruitless and got people hurt. Maybe I'll just keep pursuing knowledge then.
Maybe I'll keep doing it. I'll just fuck around. It's fine.
I'll keep finding out.
It's like, oh, okay, you're just gonna let him go? Okay, alright. Whatever.
Yeah. It's a very weird ending.
Come back in a week and he'll probably try to take someone else's knowledge.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe they're just like, maybe he'll get knowledge in a normal way and not in a suck your soul out kind of way. That's kind of the end. I don't remember what Angoromon says.
Yeah, he says, obsess over knowledge, you may offend. Damper a game, and you may be cursed. At any rate, this world is full of surprises. And that's Eppy.
I have a little trivia for you guys.
Oh?
Oh?
A teensy bit of it's not fun trivia, it's just, I've been there. I've been at that shrine.
Oh, hell yeah.
I walked there. We went at night because it's super busy during the day. I think it's that one because it's also in Kyoto. And it's this huge, it's on a mountain kind of thing, like, and you can walk through the gates and walk all the way up. But only half of it is lit at night. So I just did the one side that was like lit because I'm a scaredy cat. And also my feet hurt. But it's really cool. And I was watching this episode and they were like, oh, Shrine in Kyoto. It's like, oh my god, I've been there.
Hell yeah, that rules.
I'll try and post like some of the pictures in general if I can. I think I found them. So I'll try to post some of them because it's a really cool shrine. It's amazing to see.
Damn, now you have to donate a Shrine Gate because it was in your favorite
It was in my
anime.
favorite anime, so I'll have to donate a Shrine Gate. I'll be sure to start saving up money.
Yeah, I was like, how much is that? Jeez.
I will not
for
even
real.
look that up. But I know that they're all donated. That's the whole point.
Right. That's cool, though. If I visit Japan, I'd like to see them.
Yeah.
You really should. It's definitely something I would recommend. If I ever manage to go back, maybe I want to see it again. God, that was such an expensive trip. Don't think about it. It was worth it.
Yeah, now you have stories like that to tell us.
Yeah. Whenever it's relevant, I bring it up because it has to be worth its money.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It's like when you buy a coat and you like count the days you wear it until it's like less than €1 for every time you've worn it.
Yeah, gotta milk these anecdotes for all their worth.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so I think that's the episode.
I think so, yeah.
What are our plugs, Elvire?
Yeah,
Where can we find you?
My plug is at Eriviru. Just try some social media. When Twitter inevitably dies, I'll make a new one somewhere else with that handle.
You can find me at Haunting the Morgue on Twitter, I guess, but also Tumblr, and on co-host at Gengar. You can find me at my other podcasts, Forward ReZero, a ReZero Watch podcast, and The Sonic Shuffle, a random and holistic Sonic lore podcast. That's it.
I'm on a podcast called Going Well Hunting about Hunter x Hunter. I'm also on a podcast about We Write Queerbait. We just finished recording our episode on Dark Side of Dimensions last week, so that was a lot of fun. And I decided, since Dark Side of Dimensions is actually a very Serial Experiments Lane inspired movie, we're gonna do Serial Experiments Lane next. So I've been getting back into that and feeling normal about it, as you do. Also, I'm on For Affinity. My username is Space Robot. You can hit me up about a commission on Discord or through email at spacerobotart@gmail.com. I'm also in an upcoming audio drama pilot, news on which will be forthcoming sometime soon, hopefully. So I think that's it for me. So you can find this podcast on Twitter at DigiGhostGaze or Tumblr at DigimonGhostGaze.tumblr.com. We also have a Discord server where we have a lot of fun stuff happening. I do art streams every Friday, draw some funny characters. Also getting into Blender. I've watched enough tutorial videos that I know that I don't know what I'm doing, and I need to really get a handle on the software. But that might be something I start doing soon. Might do some live sculpting in 3D, a whole new dimension. We also have Aptly Mondays, which is rapidly heading towards the conclusion of App Monsters. We're gonna see some funny things happen. We're sure gonna watch Eugene being normal in some of these episodes. We're definitely not gonna worry about how his eyes keep glowing red all the time. It's gonna be good.
Normal.
So that's it for the show. We are part of the Noisespace.xyz network. You can go to noisespace.xyz and find all sorts of neat shows that you're gonna love to listen to. Yeah, I think that about does it. So until next time, all you poltergeist ghouls and non-boonaries,
Digimon
is for the gays. Goodbye, darlings.
Goodbye.